Practice. It was physical at times, and just tried to really focus on the fundamentals and the little things, and really focus on the mistakes, that we made Saturday, so we can progress from here on out.
The decision to start Clint, kind of what went into that this week?
Well, at halftime we were really needing him to give us a spark, and we've been struggling with some passing yards down the field, and he made a couple plays that really helped us, and just really feel like at this point he's earned a chance to have a spot to start and lead the offense.
With the reps, I mean, because he's down the starter, does he get maybe more than the #1 guy, like say more than Barrett was getting last week, kind of thing, to kind of bring him?
Yes, that's definitely true, because he's been getting about 30% of the reps, and so he got a heavy amount of the reps today, which he needed, especially with the new wrinkles or anything as far as our game plan is concerned.
Do you expect the fact that Clint's going to be your quarterback to change the plays you call or your play calling behavior?
I think anytime you've got another quarterback, as a play caller, you think it's a little bit different because each quarterback has his own set of strengths, and so I'd say there may be something to that. I mean, him and Barrett are similar, but Clint does have a few things, unique to him.
How's Barrett been handling it?
Barrett's a champion. Barrett's a great competitor, and the unfortunate thing for him is all this is not his fault. I mean, we've got other issues around that need to be cleaned up and shored up, and if you ask him, I know he'd like to have some of the things back, but he's provided very good leadership for us. He's a very tough-minded young man, and he's a team guy.
What are those things that make Clint different?
Well, Clint, he has that knack to do things once things break down, and you saw that a little bit Saturday. Made a couple plays when things broke down, and he's got a little bit of the gunslinger in him, and really the bottom line is we just feel like he deserves a chance, to lead our offense and see if he can take this offense a little higher.
You went after him, Gus, when he was at Leroy, when a lot of other big schools didn't.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see in him that kind of stuff?
Well, he was a playmaker, and the fact that he won 3 state championships. I believe he was the MVP. He knows how to win, and he has the ability to make plays when things break down. And you always look for somebody that's used to winning. And the fact he was from Alabama, Mr. Football, didn't hurt either.
Once again, Saturday, it's no surprise, Leslie Kirchman comes up with a couple of big clutch catches. What is it about this guy where you just see every catch seems to be clutch? Well,
he's just one of those, has that unique gift that he can go get the football, he can get open. He's got the ability to make the big play when you need it, and he's done that for us, the last 2.5 years.
When you're evaluating a player like Clint from a real small school versus a player like a 6A school or something, do you have to, I guess, give it more scrutiny or maybe look at it just because the competition isn't the same that you'd be facing in a big high school?
I think anytime a quarterback, you've got to really do your homework, and not just on the field and film. You've got to be around them, know what kind of person they are. The quarterback's the face of your program, and there's a lot of things go into it: character, leadership. Are they used to winning? And all those things, not just film, go into that.
Let's talk a little bit about LSU's defense, what you've seen from studying them.
Yeah, they're very talented. They're very quick. I mean, they've got speed, but they also have quickness. And, some defenses, have one or the other, but they do have both. Their coordinator is one of the best in the business, and, he's got the pieces of the puzzle right now, and they make you earn it. They make you earn it, and they really are aggressive.
Clint is a much more emotional person than Barrett is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you've worked with him on through the years to kind of calm that part of him down, or you just let him be who he is?
Well, I mean, I think he's grown up a lot. I think if you ask him, he would say that. And, there's certain things to being emotional that can really be positive. At the same time, you've got to be, you can't get too high or too low, especially in this league from week to week. And but I'm real proud of where he's come from, and he has gotten more mature. Even in this season, as far as that's concerned.
And have you tried to actually modify him through the years to calm him down a little
Well,
bit?
I think as a coach, you try to tell your players, specifically quarterbacks, what it takes to be successful, what the expectations are for the quarterback position, And so it's a little bit of both.
Is this a game where you really need your offensive line to maybe play its best of the season, considering how good LSU's front is?
Yes, I mean, there's no doubt about that, but I mean, we got to play better at every position. You know, there's some, we have some deficiencies, but we've got to overcome them, and we've got to find a way to be more efficient on offense. We've got to find a way to score points, and it's going to be a challenge this week, but you know, I really believe our guys, you know, have a good attitude, and you know, I really believe they bought into our plan.
Do you feel like you're going to have to simplify for Clint this weekend?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I know he can run a full complement of the offense. He's been here a long time. But are you going to change the plays that you want to stick with him?
No, you know, like I said earlier, I mean, each quarterback's a little different, and you need to try to do what that quarterback's really strong in, and you need to build around that. So that's what we'll do.
Does this affect the way you look at Kyle Frazier at all, or is he basically the same kind of change of pace role that he had when Barrett was there?
Well, you know, we've tried to gradually bring Kyle along with his package, and he'll continue to have a role, and he's done some good things for us.
Are you guys seeing teams kind of dare you to throw, you know, walk 8, 9
I think that's
safeties?
fair to say. Yes, the last 3 weeks, that's very fair to say.
Do you feel like you need to give into that and throw more?
Yeah, to be successful on offense, you've got to take what the defense gives you, and you've got to be effective to do that, and we've not been very effective the last 3 weeks doing that. So I think that's our challenge. I mean, we've got to be efficient to take what they give you, and that's what we're working hard to do.
Was D making a big play and then Q Car making a big play? Is that something those guys can build on? Maybe
Tell you what, yeah,
confidence?
that catch Q made, that was really impressive, and that was well needed. It was a great catch, and really we were backed up, and really changed the field.